I'm not ready to go live. What the heck is this? People, hold on. Make sure I look crazy. I look crazy. Let me make sure I got the good mic on. Settings. Dude, the fact that I put a kid to bed. The kid might be finding me right now. I put a kid to bed in 7 minutes, give or take. Hold on. We got Mike is the good mic. Okay, we're good with that. Let's go here. The camera's the good camera. Whoever, I know I remember who gave me this shirt, and I remember where the first time I wore it was. Rudy pulling in some great, yeah. Dude, here's the deal. I don't know who we're going to watch tonight. Barnes is live with Barris. Everybody's live everywhere. Whoever's watching this, enjoy uninsightful, hilarious commentary. Now, the only thing is I got to find out that we're live across platforms. Let me refresh on Rumble. Do I see my ugly face there? There we go. I see my ugly face. Boom shakalaka. We're live on Rumble. Let me go to vivabarneslaw.locals.com. Hit it here. We might be spending a lot of time on... Oh! Here's my ugly punum. Boom shakalaka. We got good from Mighty Pay. We got Jeff for Justice says, poll, if you learned Viva Frei or Robert Barnes were going to vote for or donate to a non-Trump candidate while Trump is still in the race, how would you feel? Presumably Viva can vote since USA seems to let anybody vote. Can't vote, and I would not donate to anyone's campaign. I might donate to Trump's if I were allowed to. And maybe Vivek's. Okay, so good evening, everybody. I was going to start LFG. Let's flipping go, people. Okay, so I wanted to go live earlier today. I was live with John Burke, whom I know many of you take issue with. If it makes you feel any better, it looks like I'm going to win an easy bet against John Burke. I'm not going to rub anything in anybody's face. I'm curious to see what happens tonight. It's the Iowa caucus. My wife sent me something which I have to play. I need to get it from Instagram. Hold on one second. Good evening. As everyone trickles in, let me get started because I'm so behind schedule. I wasn't going to do this. A kid fell asleep and I didn't fall asleep. And now like we're going to do this. We're going to cover the Iowa caucus. Call me a child. I cannot hear the word caucus without thinking of the word cack. I can't do it. But Marion, my wife, she sent me something. Do I scream? I can't scream. Hold on a second. Put on mute. Text it to... She doesn't know how to send me something by text on Instagram. Tie the fish. Did she send it to me by messages? How do I even see messages in Instagram? Crap. I'll find it. I'll find it in a second. Caucus. I do not know how the caucus works in Iowa. The question is this. Link, chat, vivabarneslaw.locals.com. Where do we want to watch this? Do we want to watch... Well, now I see from P. Hain, I see Stop Thinking of Roosters, Viva. And I see a big, beautiful caucus. A multicolored caucus with its big wings spread. Okay, we're going to find Marion. Here we go. She sent it to me on Instagram. Okay. This is what I wanted to start with, but I couldn't find it fast enough. Let me send it to myself, and then we're going to watch this and laugh. And we're going to laugh, and we're also going to cry a little bit. Not literally, but maybe literally. Caucus. And I'll send myself the link. I put out the video today, my thoughts on Gonzalo Lira. We'll get to that in a bit. This is going to be meandering. This is going to be all over the place. First things first, finally catching you live from Moldova. That's not Manitoba. It's 4 a.m. Rob Etheridge, why are you up at 4 a.m.? Do you have insomnia? Or do you have an early work schedule? Or are you one of the Jocko Willnicks waking up at 4:13 in the morning to do like serious extreme ownership? Either way, Rob, good to meet you. Nice to see you. Very good-looking young man, as my grandmother would say. Look at this. He's very clean-shaven. He's got very nice eyes. He looks very sympathetic and very understanding. I'm not joking. You actually look very nice. Yeah, I think for tonight, Vladstein, we'll probably stay on everything because there's no point in cutting out for something this short notice. Insomnia, that's not a good thing. Go watch the my wife's scientific boyfriend, Andrew Huberman. Go watch his episodes on sleep. It's very important. Andrew Huberman is not my wife's boyfriend. Thai fish is the okay. Yeah, come say hi. She heard me say her scientist boyfriend's name, and she came. Come and say hi for everybody. You're dressed, right? Get over. Come on, man. People see you now. They already see that you're not here. I have got the camera on you.
No, I'm not camera ready.
Okay, get camera ready and come in and pop in and say hi. Come. Oh, you're not camera ready. Come in. She's not camera ready, people. She can't hear what's going on.
I'm not camera ready.
She's always camera ready. Why do you have a crush on Andrew Huberman, and why am I taller than him?
Got his name right.
Do you know how I got his name? His name is my middle name. Mm-hmm. Who do you think is going to win tonight?
I don't know, but just go watch Tyler Fisher. Although he has a tour. He's going to be in Florida, but I don't think we can go. It's Orlando on Sunday and Tampa on Thursday. I think it's too far.
Get closer. Orlando and Tampa.
And Tampa.
Ty the Fish.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville? Oh, we can get to Jacksonville. That's 2.5 hours away.
Jacksonville's like 6 hours away.
There's no part of Florida that's 6 hours away.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. Okay. All right, hold on. We're gonna pull up Ty the Fish. Before we get chat, let me know what the best link is to get the live results. Apparently, Fox News has called the Iowa caucus for Arizona. It's a very bizarre turn of events. I sent myself something by email, so now I'm gonna go to my email, and we're gonna have a good laugh right now. Hold on. Let me get this out of here. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Okay. Oh, sweet, merciful beast. Oh, stop it. It's right here. Okay, people. This is what I wanted to start with, but the short notice was so short notice, I could not even get what I wanted to start with. Present. So the following people are live tonight. Everybody. Jimmy Dore, Robert Barnes on Richard Barris, Donald Trump. What's going to happen? How much is Trump going to win by? Is it going to be 50 points, 40 points? How much is Vivek going to get? Because that's the only wild card of the night. Forget that for the time being. We're going to have a good laugh. Right, I'm playing the whole thing. Ty the Fish, I'm sorry. If you want to claim the video, claim it. And no contest. This is hilarity. It's hilarity. It's geniusness. I don't know how the guy does it. Deadpan comedy. Enjoy your caucus. Hold on 1 second. I hear no audio. That's no. Oh, here. Sorry, it's right here. Okay, never mind.
Day of the year.
Hold on. My headphones have not been in the entire time. Sweet, merciful goodness, people. Short notice. I'm playing Gonzalo Lira vlog in its entirety, but right now we're going to start with something that's funny and not something that's not funny.
Get a nice big hotel.
How do I start from the beginning? Refresh? There you go. Okay, this is how we do it. Enjoy this. This is comedic genius. Here, boom shakalaka.
Caucus day, y'all. Oh, this is my favorite day of the year. I get a nice big hotel room. I take my little doodle Beyonce. Oh, you excited for the cock today? He loves coming to the cock.
So first of all, I met Ty the Fish and I met his dog, and it's a cute dog. Everybody out there who's ever been bitten by a dog is saying right now, dude's gonna get bitten by his own freaking dog. No, that's his dog. It's the most beautiful dog on earth, and this is Ty the Fish being awesome.
But look what God done did. Look what God done did, making it not easy for us on the cock day. Look at him. Sprinkling that powdered sugar all over the Lord's land. Look at that. But making the conditions very slippery and very wet for the cock today. So
It's a pun, people. It's supposed to be comedy.
I don't know if you should go out, but should you? Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out, because who are you going to cock for? Should you cock? Where are you going to put your cock? Okay, let's talk it out. Nikki Haley, bit of a witch, isn't she?
A bit of
a corporate warmonger whore, isn't she? Vivek Ramaswamy, what's up with the name? Vivek Ramaswamy sounds like an Indian dish, doesn't it?
First of all, you always hurt the ones you love. You can tell. Maybe I'm projecting. I think he likes Vivek. I can tell the difference between a good-natured jab at Vivek and the truthful jab at the war pig, war whore, war hawk, whatever you want to call her, Nikki Haley. But maybe I'm just projecting. He does not mention DeSantis, which is bizarre. But let's let this humor Roll on.
I'll have the garlic naan and a side of Ramaswamy. Sounds like he's going to give you diarrhea. Sounds like he's going to give the country diarrhea. So who am I going to cock for? Where will I put my cocktail? I don't cock and tell. I never would. I would never tell you who you should cock for. Okay? You need to go out and make your own decision on who would be the best cock for the country.
So just the one thing I love is his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. And if this guy did not believe in the humor, he would have deadness in his eyes, not life. Just wait until you see what he does with those punching fists of Donald Trump. Where do you even get that? That's a serious question. I want one. I'm going to punch you in the face. I can't do it.
Making cock great again. No, that's what we're doing. We're making cock so great and so strong. And this is going to be the biggest cock turnout in history, frankly. We're going to have millions of cocks, right? Millions of cocks.
Whoever said this is not funny, this isn't that funny, infamous MDA, I will respectfully disagree with your opinion. I will not block you from the channel. Everyone's free to disagree. I vigorously disagree with your assessment of fact and this. Okay, I don't know how long we're going to go for. We're going to see when the results come in. I mean, by all accounts, do I look tired? Hold on a second. Do I look tired? I got this bag right here. Hold on a second. I had an alleged registered nurse on Twitter, one of those pro-vax, calling everyone anti-vax people, tell me that they think I have whatever. She accused me of being on drugs. And then when I confirmed that I take neither prescription drugs nor recreational drugs, with the exception of a snifter report at Christmas, she accused me of having dilated pupils. And I think the idiot's just not able to recognize that I got brown eyes. And you can't really tell when my pupils are dilated, which they're never. But I got some bags under my eyes. All that to say, people, tonight's going to be the beginning or the end. And I think it's going to be closer to the end of the rest of the GOP primaries. May this all end tonight so that unification can happen. Everybody can say, oh yeah, you know, when I called you the C word, or when I said you were the P word, or when I said I'm going to leave the party, I didn't really mean it. Now we must unify. It's not going to be the same hypocrisy as like Bernie Sanders bending over after Hillary Clinton steals the primaries from him, cheats him out of it. Oh, you cheated me. Oh, you lied to me. Now I'm going to turn around and endorse you, or bend over and endorse you. This will just have to be, all right, holy crap, things escalated quickly. We called each other some names that we probably shouldn't have. Now we move on. Hopefully we get there. Okay. First off, that looks like a puggle. Or a gremlin. Not sure. Anonymous says, hi from METC. Let's go, Donald. METC, the Montreal Electrical Technician Citizens. It's a very wonderful society. You should all join it. I don't know what METC is, but Anonymous. Apparently, it's already been called. I'm not joking. Before it got called before the doors closed by Fox. So take that for what it's worth. These jinxing MFers might be calling it early to give Nikki Haley the leg up. Pun intended. Logan Orr just got back from the Caucus. I took a massive dump on my local RNC heads. Now hate me and voters love me. I might run for office. Hold on. Let me back this up and read this again. Just got back from the Caucus. I took a massive dump on my local RNC's heads. Now hate me. RNC heads. Now hate me and voters love me. I might run for office. Dude, I don't know what that means, but Logan, we're going to get to it. Just wrote my U.S. rep about Gonzalo Lira. We are going to get to this tonight. I was going to save it for tomorrow. Actually, let me just make sure that I'm trying to upload it to Rumble, but it's the upload speed. It's either see, it's still uploading. Oh my goodness, hold on. I'm having problems uploading it to locals and okay, it's processing on locals now, and Rumble still seems to be uploading. So I think there's some slow upload speeds. We're going to talk about Gonzalo Lira, but we're actually just going to talk about what's going on in the news right now. Viva! Let's all celebrate freedom and humor. Maureen Brown, I know you. I've seen your name many a times before. I don't think we've ever met in person. First of all, We cannot celebrate but with humor. We cannot celebrate tragedy but with humor. But tonight, I won't say we're celebrating. I was on with John Burke live today on his channel. You might remember John Burke because many of you didn't like him from last week. And I say many of you didn't like him because he's loud, abrasive. He was taking a little bit of a shit on some of our audience. And I don't care. I don't think my audience needs me to defend our audience. I'm not going to white knight for our audience. We're all big boys and girls. You can deal with a little bit of abrasive humor. He was on last week. I think you remember him. It was before Will Chamberlain. Very vigorously pro DeSantis. Says he won't vote Trump even if DeSantis is not the nominee. I think he's lying. I don't think he's lying. I think he might reconsider. We made a bet today. I was on his channel. We went for like a little over 2 hours. And we made a bet. I made the bet that Trump wins by at least 10. And he made the bet that DeSantis wins, period. We were going to go equal. And I said, that's not even fair. I'll give you a 10-point spread. I think the dude's got to get me a very fancy bottle of gin tonight. But I don't know. And I don't care. And I'm not going to rub it in his face. I am just eager for all of this bullshit infighting to end. I wonder if Laura Loomer has crossed a line too many so that even when all of this is over, people are going to be like, yeah, I'm never talking to you again. We'll see. Whether or not Laura Loomer is a useful pit bull for the MAGA movement, whatever that means, we'll see. But I think I've just won a bet. I haven't heard an 80s song in a long time. Well, relax, don't do it, let your butt. I don't know what that's about. So hold on. So I think we're live everywhere right now. Okay, we're on Rumble. Hold on. I think I've got. Yeah, I had a dog hair in my mouth. That's disgusting. I don't know how that happened. Let me see what we got here for Rumble Rant's DeSantis support. Oh, hold on 1 second. I don't want anyone accusing me of misreading a super chat or a Rumble Rant. DeSantis supporters are already crying election interference and believe this shows the media has always been on Trump's side. Should be their new message clearly and will never vote Trump. Do I say what I think right now? I'm going to say it. In my experience, and I didn't start off this way, period. The online DeSantis crowd has been behaving much in the way you'd expect Democrats to behave. And I'm saying this constructively because at the end of the day, just today someone said, look, if the DeSantis crowd leaves the Trump movement or the Republican Party after losing, or if Trump's not the nominee, good riddance. And I'm like, hey, I have to go back and get community noted on my tweet from the weekend because when I said that they said when they're leaving the party if Trump doesn't get elected. And I was like, you sound just like the Hollywood Democrats saying I'm going to leave the country. And then I get community noted, they never said they weren't going to leave the country. And I was like, congrats, bums. You just sort of proved my point. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my own bias. They have been very childish on the internet, but I don't know if that's just because Twitter is pushing that engagement on me because I don't engage with childish Trump supporters. I don't know. Now, I'm going to locals because the question is going to be what news outlet. Todd Blambeck says, you shouldn't take advantage of crackheads, Viva. John Burke is a very smart man. I think he's biased beyond his own recognition in terms of what he wants the outcome for tonight to be. But I like him anyhow, and I don't mind. But I'll take that. I've never had a very, very fancy bottle of gin. What's like a bottle of gin that costs more than $100? I can only think of Monkey 47, which is the most expensive gin I've ever had. Replying to Rumple God on local says, Viv, we're going to lose Vivek forever. Good. Who said that? I don't. Okay. So first things first, everybody. Good evening. Found Trump boxing thing. Oh, you found the Trump boxing. Well, dude, I'm going to get that. I'm going to send that to my wife right now. That's from NeverSon42. So the question is this. I'm going to look to the chat in Rumble, locals, and YouTube. Where should we watch the live results? Let me see here. I'm going to go to YouTube. Timcast, IRL, Trump wins Iowa caucus live with Benny Johnson. Oh, they went after Benny Johnson today also. This, can I swear? I can swear because it's my show. This fucking infighting has to end immediately. Like, I'm trying to think where when I fight with people who I know that I like, I'm not going to call them names that I cannot undo the next day. Even in the heat of battle, you can't say things that can't be unsaid the next day. You can't do things that can't be undone. And I'll say this loud, and I'll have her on to discuss it. I question whether or not Laura Loomer, even in her sincere pursuit of a Trump candidacy, has crossed the line and said things that can't be unsaid and done things that can't be undone. Going after fucking Benny Johnson? I don't know these. I've met these people only recently. I wouldn't go after these people tooth and nail and burn the bridges with them unless I sincerely and genuinely believe they are bridges to be burnt and not bridges to be built. And so there's that. Going after Benny Johnson because he says I'm on the campaign trail with Vivek Ramaswamy. And by the way, like I've been getting DMs which are very, very, very few. I hate the fact that Twitter has opened up my DMs to invitation messages like what they had on Instagram. I have OCD. I can't ignore them even though I want to, so I go read them. Very few of them are like overt nastiness, but some of them are. And some of them are nastiness because I retweet or I hearted the image of Trump that Will Chamberlain tweeted. It would be a shame if Republicans tweeted this. And I hearted it and then retweeted it saying, now that I know that Will Chamberlain is doing this something as a troll and will vote for Trump if Trump is the nominee, I can see the humor in this. And then people are trying to pull this like holier than thou crap on me. How dare you heart a tweet? It's like, dude, if you came here to tell me what to do and what to think, goodbye, and we'll probably be happier off without each other. But people need to stop taking this quite so seriously, and people need to stop thinking that like it's life or death to some extent. If Biden, who will not be on the ballot, if Biden or Newsom, or let's just pick another equally noxious potential Democrat candidate, Michelle Obama, if they get on the ballot, yeah, I could see the world going to absolute shit, hell in a handbasket overnight. If Nikki Haley gets there, I could see the world going to hell in a handbasket maybe in 6 months to a year. If Ron DeSantis happened to make it, I don't see the world going to hell that quickly. Maybe 4 years. If Vivek Ramaswamy gets on there, I don't see the world going to hell in a handbasket for a long time. But I don't see Vivek Ramaswamy lasting as president for a long time. They'll go back and they'll reassess his tax filings and say he assessed his company at an elevated price and now he needs to be indicted, locked up, and disqualified for insurrection. So I appreciate, like, politics is dirty and politics is unfair and politics is, you want loyalty in politics, get a dog type thing, but, don't get a pit bull. It'll rip your fucking face off when you're sleeping if you don't feed it properly. But people really have to be careful not to make enemies with people that they are not allied with in that blind sense. People who are ultimately sharing ideals, sharing goals, sharing objectives, but disagree on the means to get there. There's been quite a few people who have been burning those bridges with people that they should not be burning them with. Maybe I'm just preaching to myself or whatever, but that is my my take on that. Now we're going to get to, I don't know, I was looking up like where to watch this. I can't live stream off Timcast. That would be dirty. Let me see here. Iowa Caucus Live. Here we go. See what we can pull up here. Something. Ooh. MSNBC. Ugh. MSNBC. No. CBS. Dude, I'm totally winning a bet tonight. Here we go. Okay. Well, first of all, check this out. I'm going to put it on pause as we do this, but breaking news. This stream is not brought to you by Brickhouse Nutrition, fieldofgreens.com, but you should go for it. I love it that they advertise on, okay, skip.
Local conservatives focused on him in those rural areas. Looks like it will pay off. Can't say what it's going to do past today, maybe a little bit more competition
Why
in
is
New
this-
Hampshire, but that's where we are right now.
Can you believe that people watch this shit for their
Leslie,
own
as
news?
you know, you've been around this process a lot. Candidates try to claim a mantle of momentum coming out of Iowa. Can Haley claim a mantle of momentum after this caucus process from your vantage point?
Absolutely. I think she'll claim it either way. I feel
Well, by the way, if anyone had any doubts that the MSM has got a very, very distinct favorite in Haley, I mean, here's your
like
confirmation.
we're having a flashback to Pete Buttigieg, who claimed victory before there were, there were ever results on the Democratic side last time around.
Why is the,
going into New Hampshire,
why is
a lot
the-
more
the video
independents,
so
people that
bad?
are open-minded conservatives, are lean Republican, that are frustrated with Trump at the top of the ticket. That is open territory
Okay,
for
so
Nikki Haley.
we're gonna put this on mute. I just want to know what the numbers are because I can't even see the numbers on this. Let me pull this out here. What are the numbers? Stop screen, share screen. No. Hold on one second. What is this? CBS Watcher. Okay, maybe this. Ugh. Let's go to Fox. Okay, former president to win Iowa caucus. Fox News decision. Nobody cares about what Fox News has to say. I just want to know what the second, third, and fourth place is. Do we see this yet? Let's see where we're at. I feel great. It's really an honor. Yada, yada. Trump, who narrowly lost the 2016 Iowa caucuses, assembled a formidable get out this. Okay, fine. Oh, it's funny. They said it was doing terribly that he wasn't there. The big question.
You can't separate business and technology.
The big questions as Monday night unfolds is whether Trump will capture a majority of the vote of the caucuses or the top largest margin. Okay, it's still too early to call whether former ambassador, Haley, or DeSantis will win a distant second place behind Trump. That's what we want to know. What have I done here? Hold on. StreamYard. Oh, and now we're seeing Genucel. Man, Genucel's advertising on Fox for me. Field of Greens is advertising. Okay, we're going to go here. Iowa results. Let's just do that. Okay. Vivek. Ooh, look at this. So I'm winning a bet. That's done. I've won by 10%. Although they've only have 2,000 votes. Vivek. Okay, so this is what we're going to be following. And that's it. Now let's go to the chat for a bit and just see what people are asking, what people are looking for. Don't expect any meaningful insight from me, except for the fact that I freaking called it. Other than that, I did call that Haley's going to beat DeSantis, which I think she will tonight in Iowa. Does anybody know if it's not a winner take all, it's percentages of delegates, correct? Now I'm going to go to the Rumble rants and the super chats, and we're going to do this. Was Biden's dog politically loyal? to Biden, he was. I don't think he mauled Biden's face. I mean, the dog gave us more insight into the White House than Karine Jean-Pierre. I've got jokes, sliding edge, that I'm not going to make because I'm a polite gentleman. But I've got the jokes. Who's your call on VP? And I'll bet you 2 bottles of any gin it's not Vivek or Carlson. Rob Fulton, I'm not contradicting my bet from yesterday. I call Vivek. Because, by the way, just bear in mind, as far as I'm concerned, and this is going to be like, I say I'm not going to provide any insight, but I'm providing insight. At least I think it's insight. Add up Vivek and Trump of tonight's Iowa caucus. That is the most important number to bear in mind. I hope someone snips and clips this. Add up Trump and Vivek. And between the two of them, they're beating DeSantis and Haley. I think. Hold on. Let me just make sure that that's close to true right now. Can't tell. It is. I don't know. It's close. I would like Vivek to not finish fourth, but it doesn't matter if he finishes a close fourth to third and second. Add up Trump to Vivek and understand who the dream team is in all of this. I like Ben Carson. I have nothing against Ben Carson. He's very smart, very capable, very eloquent, very docile, very, what's the word when someone is amenable in demeanor and personality? He's not a pit bull. And right now you need a pit bull at the president and a pit bull as a potential replacement to the president. I personally don't see anything other than Vivek Ramaswamy as VP. And I'll say what I said in the video yesterday. He displayed subservience in a politically savvy way by not taking a shot back at Trump when Trump took a shot at him. And I would dare say rightly so, because I think Vivek probably would acknowledge he crossed a bit of a line in the degree to which he was trying to convince people to vote for him. Don't vote for Trump. Save Trump by voting for me. He could appreciate. Look, he might have gotten carried away in the moment. It's in line with his message as a whole. But between the two of them, you know what? Now I'm actually just curious to know what it is. Hold on. Iowa results, Google. Between the two of them, they're at, between the two of them, they're at 60%, 51.3%, 7.1%. So we're at like 58% to 40%. So between the two of them, they own it. They own the GOP. And for good reason. Trump is the scars on the back, leading the front gladiator. And Vivek Ramaswamy is a loyal, scrappy, the man who's going to be like stabbing your eyeballs, politically speaking, when you're attacking the leader. That's what I think. Okay. I'm not mad Vivek didn't have a good showing. Still like him. Dude, it's not over yet. First of all, 8% is not a bad showing. Vivek, all things considered, Vivek, it's not that he's a nobody, but that he's new. He's the first time doing this. 8% is not nothing. That's not if he stays at 7-8%, that's not an embarrassment or an embarrassing showing. What is he? He's half of DeSantis. Maybe what is it? How do you do this? It's like he's at 2/5 of DeSantis as a first timer. Nobody? No, that's not a loss, and that's not a bad showing. And we're not done yet. And I guarantee you, by the way, those do you see this? By the way, hold on. Let me pull this up here. First of all, I'll do this. I haven't heard it, so I think I got all this. Celebrate freedom. Here again, we got all this. Hold on. Let me just bring up what they were doing on Twitter earlier today. Like I thought it was a joke, and it wasn't a joke because not Fox News. This is New York Times, the shameless propagandists. They actually did it. Look at this. I think I might have already opened it, and people saw who my DMs were. It doesn't matter. Nothing confidential in there. Here. Let me go to incognito. Look at this. No. What the heck is the problem here? It's this. I go to incognito. I open it up. I put the window in there, and I'm going to open this up. Okay. This is where we're going to see it. Here we go. Okay. Look at this. I mean, it's not a joke. The New York Times starts their Iowa caucus results, and they don't have Vivek Ramaswamy? First of all, let me say it out loud and proud. New York Times are racist. New York Times are bigoted. New York Times are anti-Semitic. New York Times are, did I say racist? New York Times are homophobic. New York Times are everything that they accuse everyone else of. Can you imagine, just hypothetically, I can't think of an actual analogy, but just assume that they had excluded from the top 4, because there's only 4. There's only 4 in Iowa right now. A black woman? What would have happened if Fox News had excluded a black woman? Let's just say, what's her face? Stacey Abrams, talking about Georgia. Here, number 1 is this and whomever. No, the New York Times ignores Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't like thinking of, I'll say it's actually just purely political and has nothing to do with race. But I know what they would say about it. So the original tweet came from Tricia McLaughlin. Who is she? For God and Country, Grateful Ohioan, Senior Advisor Communicator. Oh, well, it came from a Vivek team member, which is why I felt compelled to double check and verify. It says, the New York Times constantly screeches about voter suppression, and now they try to tilt the scales of an election by keeping Vivek off their results page. The Gray Lady is a load of steaming dog shit. It's not worth lining the cage of a parrot, a cockatoo. It's not worth cockatoo poo-poo. The Gray Lady has long been dead. Just another nail in the coffin of their credibility. So I remember this. I was like, oh, okay, I'll check. I better make sure. Not that I don't trust anything that comes out of Vivek's camp. I trust it all, but trust but verify. So I went and I saw this. And then in order to make sure that I don't screw up again, I went and archived it. And in the archive, they also have not Vivek on the top 4. There is no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that except for the overt election interference, manipulation of public opinion, propagandizing, and I'll dare say racially motivated political bias that the New York Times is up. Excluding the first ever American of Indian descent from the caucus. Why? Inexplicable. Although it's perfectly explicable because it's a load of crap. Oh, Nat Cat Media just got back from the caucus. It was interesting. Nat Cat, if I were to send you a link, could you pop in on this? Although I'd have to make sure that you're actually telling the truth about having gotten to the... Nat Cat, how can we do this? I need to know what a caucus looks like. I've never seen a caucus before. Double or nothing, Vivek gets latitude as VP. I made my call. I've made my call. Just bear in mind now, what are we looking at? The stats thus far, I'm going to close this. The numbers thus far, I would like, do we go back to, let's go back to sharing screen here. Breaking news. Okay, let's try this.
Incredibly difficult. The math
faces threats and aggression.
Former President Trump leading to his big victory tonight.
There's not a lot of suspense there, Major, as much as some people would have liked to have seen that, and and less distance between second and third place. That has been a strong, significant part of the Republican Party. And it's interesting, going back to 2016 or 2020, how they described in the days leading up to the Iowa caucuses, how they described Donald Trump. Somebody very unconventional, challenging the traditional norms of the GOP.
So he destroyed more than he did.
To hear these controversial statements going into 2020, same kind of thing. He has all these political rivals. It gets off course.
Shit, you know what I'm thinking now?
2024, he has legal cases and other chaos surrounding his campaign.
Oh, he has legal cases? You scumbag. Oh, he's got legal. That's all. It's just a legal cases. It's not the overt weaponization of the entire legal process. He's just got legal cases.
But I think fundamentally the Republican Party has fallen back in line there. I would say the momentum behind, interesting to see, with Nikki Haley, she has the momentum, but a very narrow demographic group and a geographic group as well in terms of where to get that support.
Does this
and you're
make
seeing
anybody else want to
DeSantis's
vomit?
Base of evangelical conservatives focused on him in those rural areas looks like it will pay off. Can't say what it's going to do past today. Maybe a little bit more competition in New Hampshire, but that's where we are right now.
Here's what should probably happen. Vivek might be right and wrong. Remember when Vivek, well, remember, it was like a week ago, he said DeSantis is going to finish third and agree to be Haley's VP. Donors might demand that Haley be DeSantis VP because that's how they think they might defeat Trump. 22%. Will you be doing any night walks in Florida? No. One of the biggest mistakes, well, look, not that anybody really gives a shit about me, but doing the night walks in Montreal, they were never live, but like I geolocated where I lived probably more. I mean, anybody who could go back to my old videos and pretty much geolocate where I live, I can't do that anymore. Like, you know, people are very, very nasty and look to dox and harass and all sorts of things. So no night walks, certainly no live stream night walks. Plus, there's no lights out here. So what the hell am I going to, it'll be, I'll night walk and I'll get eaten by an alligator. And you won't even see it. It'll just happen. Okay, so hold on a second. So Vivek may have been right and wrong. It might not be DeSantis that agrees to be Haley's VP. It might be Haley after this. Well, we're second and third. Between the two of us, we get 40% of the GOP. Maybe we can do better in New Hampshire. So let's pool our resources. And Trump, I'm going to be the smartest guy in the room when it happens because it is going to happen. In my humble opinion, I have no insider information, period. All that I know, John Burke, you owe me a bottle of gin, unless things wildly change. Now, let me go to here, and I'm going to see if I can just bring up. Okay, why do you do this to yourself? It was a pleasure to hear you plug Samson earlier, though. Viva Mullet faction still going strong. Finboy's like, it's not going to happen. Damn. You know what? Hold on. Can I do that? I see. The thing is, I don't want to be mean and appropriate someone else's intellectual property. I might play a little bit of Samson later, just to, you know. Okay. Finboy Sick, thank you. We got Sammy says, Viva. Nikki Haley is Punjab Sikh. Parents immigrated in the 60s. No, I know that. Look, I know that Nikki Haley, her name is, shit, I know that I'm going to get it, and I don't want to lose it. Nakmira? Her name is, Nikki Haley, full name. It's, Nimarata Nikki Radwana Haley. I know that. She's not going to make it. So she's not going to be the first Indian, American of Indian descent to make it to the White House. Vivek will as VP. And then maybe he becomes president. Who knows? Or at the very least, my goodness. Can you imagine? Vivek is the pesticide to Trump showing where the weeds are. You get 4 years of Trump not making the same mistakes. 4 years of Vivek as VP, then 8 years of Vivek as president. Holy shit. I say we because I anticipate being an American citizen by that point. We might have a country saved. What could be worse? Well, pretty much anything. What could be disaster? Can you imagine another 4 fucking years of Joe Biden? Can you imagine that? Like, what would that look like? What would another 4 years of illegal immigrants at 3.5 million a year at this rate coming across, what would that look like in 4 years? 3.5, 7, 14 million. Population's up to nearly 400 million with nearly 50 million illegals. Can you imagine what America looks like if Biden, Newsom, Ding Dong Kamala Harris get elected? So the only question is, if I had to bet, and I bet it's not going to be Biden, I think it's going to be Michelle Obama. I know people are hoping for the other name there, but I think it's going to be Michelle Obama because somebody else, I forget his name, presented a very compelling argument. And I don't see any other credible Democrat candidate. RFK will always be independent. I don't know what it looks like if Michelle Obama becomes president, but I know what it looks like if Newsom, Biden, who else? Kamala become president. You don't have an America anymore. And everybody's like, oh, if it goes here, I can go back to Canada. No, this is like I'm now the exiled citizen. If the shit goes down in America, there's nowhere to go to. Go back to Canada? Pfft. See what's left of Canada in 3 or 4 years. I mean, imagine if frickin' what's his face gets reelected next year. Holy crab apples. What I was going to do was, I think it was this. Bring this back up. Mohap is, okay, so hold on. So we got Nikki Haley's Punjab Sikh parents immigrated. Yeah, no, I know that. Okay, we got Sammy says, Tyler Fish works with Daily Wire. He was in Lady Ballers. Yeah, on a side note, Nikki Haley was on the Boeing board and voted down campaign donation transparency for Boeing. Makes sense why Uniparty wants her. Isn't Boeing the plane that just had its doors blow off? Hold on 1 second. Boeing plane doors blow off. I'm pretty sure. Alaska Airlines passenger sue Boeing. Yeah, we talked about this last night. Okay, I'm not going senile. She's having financial difficulties. Joins the deep state infrastructure, Boeing, whatever, military. Boeing is messing everything up to the point where their airplanes are all but exploding in the sky, and she's making a shit ton of money. This is the American dream. Okay, so that's Ty Fisher Sammy. Neverson42 says, found the Trump boxing thing. Okay, I got that. All right, so do we have any other news? I mean, do we go to Twitter? We're gonna do it, people. Let me just make sure that I don't have my my DMs open. Let me see what's going on in my DMs. I don't think I have anything bad in there anyhow. Let me open this up. Okay, I got nothing bad in my DMs. Period. But just in case, we're gonna go to Twitter and see what the. Do we do this like an actual live stream of what's going on Twitter? You'll see who my followers are. No, that's not what I want to look at all. That was my DMs. Okay, whatever. Here, go in here. I was talking about Buck Angel. I didn't talk about Buck Angel today. I was on John Burke talking about Blair White. And this is why people can relate to Buck Angel. Don't ask questions, people, why this is coming up on my feed. I did not change my sex. I changed my appearance. Never said I changed my sex. The term transsexual relates to my disorder of wanting to look like a man, as it makes me feel more comfortable walking the world. That's all. This is why, if everyone were like Buck Angel, am I following Buck Angel? I should be. I am. Okay, good. if all transsexuals were like Buck Angel, there would be no problems. Buck Angel, much like Kardashian. What's the person's name? I forget. Doesn't matter. This is not what you came for, people. We're going to go to home. And undoubtedly, my feed is... John Burke. It's honestly sad to see the lack of turnout overall, but voting on our side's potential candidate. I love democracy, but the lack of participation is alarming and truly sad. I'm not going to rub it in his face. He owes me a bottle of gin. John, if you're watching, fancy. Fancier than Monkey 47. Steve Dace, who I think has lost it a long time ago. People are telling me phones got Fox News alerts. People are telling me phones got Fox News alerts. Trump won before they even voted. Just criminal levels of voter suppression. The network is a freaking cancer with friends like Fox who need CNN. I'm going to screen grab this because I think I do remember the Team DeSantis 3 hours ago shitting on Donald Trump for suggesting there might be voter suppression or voter issues, election interference tonight. I remember them accusing Trump of suggesting that 3 hours ago. Now it seems that they might be doing that themselves. Here we go. The media calling the caucus 30 minutes after they start is highly irresponsible. I can agree with that. I agree with them. All right, here we go. Laura Loomer, breaking. He did it. Real Donald Trump went to the same caucus location as Nikki Haley, and after she spoke, he spoke and called her out while the media called caucus for his father as he was speaking. Oh, Don Trump Jr. Jeez, I'm sorry. Don Jr. is criticizing Nikki Haley right in front of her face. Do we see this? That's a picture. That's not a video. Okay, video coming soon. Okay, so that's what Laura Loomer's saying. I don't think I follow her. We got legally purdy. That's Canadian stuff. Nobody's interested in Canadian stuff tonight. Who won the Iowa caucus? Wrong answers only. Okay. Let's just see here. Cell biologist joined April 2023. Interested in things cells do and things people do, especially when one is involved with the other. Got a Ukrainian flag in his bio. Joined in April 2023. That's 8 months ago. And if I'm not mistaken, the individual is going to be calling a lot of people anti-vaxxers. Okay, Justin. Oh, let's hear it.
And I don't mean to be, again, the big picture takeaway from that, and I don't mean to be, again, too dark, as you said, on this, but it is not, if we are worried about the rise of authoritarianism in this country, we are worried about potential rise of fascism in this country.
Why is Rachel Maddow still on the air? Why does Rachel Maddow still have a voice that is broadcast to the people? Can you imagine? Holy shit. I mean, ow. Oh my God, that hurts. Can you imagine? Ow. The mistakes that other people make that get them canceled, sued, imprisoned. Rachel Maddow, do I need to pull this up? How the hell does she still have a voice that is amplified on the media?
If we're worried about our democracy falling to an authoritarian...
Oh, that's Jen Psaki. Look at these. Look at this. This is the face of propaganda. Oh, I can't see the bottom of it. That's right. Sorry, hold on. Look at Jen Psaki. Oh, yeah. I'll give Jen Psaki credit. She doesn't have deadness in her eyes yet. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she keeps herself energized. She's not yet dead in the eyes, but I'll tell you who is. Rachel Maddow. Look at this. Jen Psaki, look at you. This is you. This is you in 5 to 7 years. Jen Psaki, Rachel Maddow. Who is this guy? Okay, let's listen to this.
And potentially fascist form of government.
Potentially fascist.
The leader who is trying to do that is part of that equation. Mm-hmm. But people wanting that is a much bigger part of that equation. Right. And the American...
I'm trying not to use the R word, but I think it's time to bring back the R word, like in its technical sense. Like when you have a material that retards flames, it's called flame retardant because it slows down the spread of flames. When you have a panel of people that slows down the spread of information, it's an information retardant panel. We need to bring back that word unabashedly. This is mentally challenged, is what this. Look. I mean, it's almost like a
potentially
joke.
Fascist.
I'm brain damaged.
Form of government.
Okay, now we're gonna. I'm brain
leader-
damaged. Look at this. I'm brain damaged.
Who is trying to do that is part of
I am quite clearly brain damaged. I mean, I don't even know who's talking. Who is
that
this
equation.
person?
But people
now
wanting that
listen to
is a much bigger part of that.
We got Joy there in the middle, whoever she is.
Right. And the American electorate is made up of two major parties. One of those parties has been flirting with extremism on
Yeah, it's made of two parties, the good and the terrorists. And Donald Trump is the one demonizing people.
the ultra-right.
The ultra-right. Say ultra MAGA. Say your line, Rachel Maddow. Oh my God.
For a very long time, they've brought them.
Hi, I am flame retardant. I am to flames. I am to intelligence what flame retardant materials are to fire. That's Rachel Maddow. That's Jen Psaki right there.
In a way.
I think I'm actually. I am to information what flame retardant fabrics are to fire.
That they haven't been central to Republican electoral politics ever before, and I know because I've been studying this. But once you have radicalized one major
I've been
party,
studying this like I studied the spread of vaccines when I said if you get the jab, it's like a block, you won't get the jab. I've been studying this. You are mentally unhinged. You are stupid, Rachel Maddow. Sorry, actually, I'll take it back. You're not stupid. You are a goddamned liar. God-forsaken liar. Look at that awful looking face right there. A God-forsaken lie. You've been studying nothing except how to lie and make money doing it. Oh, but Viva's confessing. Bull crap. Bull crap. I get things wrong. I damn well admit them right away. I do my best to get things accurate, and that leaves its own trail of what's the word I'm looking for? Evidence. Look at this.
Those are the preferences of the people who adhere to your party.
Oh, there you go. I am to information what fire extinguishers are to fire.
The leader's interchangeable. And yes, Trumpism is sometimes what we call it. MAGA movement is probably a better way to do it. But there is an authoritarian movement inside Republican politics.
And we need to keep them off the ballot to make sure that they don't get into a position of power.
That isn't being bamboozled by Trump. They are pushing Trump to get more and more extreme, because the more extreme things he says, the more they adhere to him.
And I've got something extreme to say. Rachel Maddow,
is coming.
Go fuck yourself, Rachel Maddow.
From a very large proportion of the American right that adheres to the Republican Party. And that's why this is a Republican Party problem more than it is the problem of one man.
Go to hell, Rachel Maddow. They're very simple. Go to hell. Who the hell listens to her in the first place? Oh, you got half the country that are racist extremists, and if they had their way, they would kill all of us. So we have to go after them first. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't not read Dave Rubin's tweet because it's right up on the top now. But let me just see what Dave Rubin says. Congrats to the machine, the Democrats and the mainstream media. You know what you're doing, and I'll always give the devil his due. Two 80-year-olds representing what we did 4 years ago. That's exactly what the country needs. Have at it. I like Rubin. I understand he's going to be angry. I don't agree with that sentiment. First of all, Trump is 77. So, not 80. Don't round up. Round down. He's 75. Well, I'd round down to 75 before I'd round up to 80. Two 80-year-olds repeating what we did 4 years ago? Well, 3 years ago. What did we do 3 years ago? Got screwed. Yeah, one should be representing not getting screwed. Oh, okay. We'll go back to that. I don't think there's anything to watch here. Let me just go back to live. Okay, sorry. I don't think there's anything new there. We'll get back there in a second. Let me bring up some of these chats. Maddow carries water for MSNBC like few others. 24 million a year. Shut up. Hold on. Let's just do this. Rachel Maddow salary. I mean, she's not going to have Shut the front door, sliding edge. Oh, I want you to understand. There's not an ounce, not a lick of jealousy. I wouldn't want this much money in the first place, and I sure as hell wouldn't sell my soul for it. American television host Rachel Maddow's net worth is $100 million US. Rachel Maddow earns $24 million salary annually, making her the highest paid executive on MSNBC. Oh, well, there goes the misogynist. There goes the white male privilege argument. I mean, maybe it's actually whatever she is privilege. Holy shit. She's a graduate of Stanford University and the University of Oxford, and she began her career as a radio host. When did she sell her soul? That's the question I would have. Oh my goodness. Sliding Edge, thank you for teaching me something I didn't know. Holy crap. I love the information retardant. Perfect example, and that sad-looking panel. Can we make a trend? Let me just go to Twitter here and say, that panel on MSNBC led, I think it's without an E, led by Maddow, is absolute hashtag information retardant. This is how Viva gets canceled. Information retardant. Let me see here. What's the word of the fabric that doesn't burn? Asbestos. Asbestos to fire. It is absolute. There you go. That's what it is. Asbestos to fire is the intellectual equivalent of. Oh, there you go. This is how I'm drafting a tweet in real time. That panel on MSN led by M. Maddow is the intellectual equivalent of asbestos to fire. It is absolute information retardant. Bam. Hashtag Viva gets canceled. Okay, we're done. Thank you very much, John Lizotz. What do we got here? Trump already picked Marjorie Taylor Greene for VP. Remember, I warned you, there is only DJ. Alien testosterone. Alien. Yeah, that's what it says. Alien testosterone? No. Nothing wrong with Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's not an insult to her. She doesn't check the boxes. No, I'm joking. No, it would be Carrie Lake before Marjorie Taylor Greene. And no, it's going to be, I stand by my prediction. It's going to be Vivek. Nikki Haley is Indian. Her name is Namarata. Yes, that is Tamara Holloway. Thank you very much. We got that before. We got, will you be doing any, no, okay, we got that. Now, hold on. Bring this back here. We're going to go back to Rumble. Oh, I'm going to go to locals for a second. Iowa caucus. Okay, we got some tips in locals. We're going to do this all together at the same time because it's not going to work otherwise. In locals, we got 362 people watching, and we got tipped from Mandalici. Animals have souls. I don't deny it, but not all animals. Mosquitoes do not have souls. They deserve to burn in hell. Dogs and dolphins have souls. Mandalici, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's not the voting machines which have to go to have fair and open. Hold on. Trump, Trump, Trump. If it's not the voting machines which have to go to have fair and open elections. Okay. Rumple Gold. Viva. We're going to lose Vivek forever. Why? What happened to Vivek? Add this to your cuss jar, Viva, says AG Main 5082. $10. Added. Thank you very much. Mandalici, Mad Cow, why are you spotlighting this? Don't give these evils attention. No, I think look, if I've been showing what I think, give them attention, let people know who they are, and let people know who they have to avoid. Let me go back. Well, let's go back here and just see what's going on with breaking MSNBC. We're going to go back here. Okay, we're going to press play.
Economy voters.
Let's just see what the numbers are. That's all.
Equal opportunity. CBS Reports explores the.
Okay, but let's just see what the numbers are.
7%. I see it on the screen. 37%. These things change on a rather minute-by-minute basis, ladies and gentlemen.
25,000 votes, 9,000, 9,000.
Former President Trump, 51.9.
I'll tell you this. Vivek is outperforming, I think. And now between the two of them, you're going to be up to 60% of the vote. God, if it happens.
Percent, just under 52. Ron DeSantis, just over 20%. Nikki Haley, a close third at 19%.
How many votes?
Molly Ball and Finn Gomez join me here on the set. Molly is a senior political correspondent for the Wall Street Journal. Finn, of course, CBS News is.
Yeah, okay, hold on. I don't care.
You're experiencing that.
I don't know.
I think we're going to start.
Stop. Okay. Forget you. Forget you. Jeez Louise. I just want to know what they were up to. I just want to know. They said 37% in. Okay, here we go. They said 37% in. Does she concede yet? Okay. Here we go. This is what I'm going to say. 37% in, and we're at 25, 35, 45, 50. So there's going to be about 150,000 votes. Okay. So it's done. Chat, what else we got? I'm going to go. Uh-oh, my computer froze. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to take this out now. I'm going to go to locals and just go to the non-tip chat and see what's going on there. Viva has no filter, LOL. He's been a bit endearing. It's been a bit endearing. It's not even for lack. It's not even because I have anything in my cup. I don't have anything in my cup. Saw quite a few New Yorkers buy property up near Belfast, 2020. I worked for one man, Matt Simmons. Okay, hold on. This Bill Brown. I'm not going to read this. Vivek is doing well for them fortifying Haley, says Blanken Mom. I think you're 100% right. Dan the Man says, I have friends in Brooklyn and Brookline who summer in Emmy. All that I know, by the way, is there are more New Yorkers in Florida than there are Floridians. Everywhere I go, New York or New Jersey, and I can tell by their accents. Just so long as they don't come here and bring their New York terrible, shitty politics. 1% of votes in an hour ago, says Dallas Aussie Dog. Boopsie, check with Right Side Broadcasting for current votes. Good call, actually. Hold on. So we're going to go. In fact, you know what? Good call. Get the hell off YouTube. Okay, right side. We got. Oh, here we go. Boom shakalaka. Okay, check this out. Here. This is it. Boom. Right Side Broadcasting. Okay. Loading. Trump. What is MOHAP? What's MOHAP mean? MOHAP means made it happen on purpose? No. Chat, what is... Okay, here we go. How do I get the audio up here? Here we go.
What that entails. And, of course, until
so
then, we'll keep monitoring the results coming out.
Haley,
we're probably up to maybe 40% reporting at this point.
42%.
Roughly, we're probably getting into that. And then, of course...
Hold on a second. Who does Right Side Broadcasting News stand with? I can't tell. It says something in the back. Trump 2024. I stand with Trump. Trump 2024. I stand. Make America Great Again. I stand with Trump. Okay, so it's I'm joking, people. It's 42% in. It's a done deal for the night. The only question is who's going to win between Haley and DeSantis. And I don't know how they go through these precincts. Maybe there's like heavily Haley precincts that are still waiting. Who knows? Okay. Now, let me go back here because we're still live on YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to the chat on YouTube right now. And it says, Moab is mother of all bombs. Yes, but that's not what we're talking about here. RSBN is excellent. No question about that. What does the MOHAP mean? MOHAP. No, not mother of all bombs. It's not mother of all bombs, people. MOHAP is more like made it happen on purpose with an O. Make... Okay, so not that you're not being useful, chat, but you're not getting the answer. MOHAP meaning. It means Ministry of Health and Prevention. That's not what it means. Okay, about MOHAP. Oh, dear God. This is Urban Dictionary. Here we go. Michelle Obama has a penis. Sorry, hold on. Let me get this out of here. I'm not joking. I don't know if that's what it means. If that's what they're getting at. MOHAP gang, Michelle's huge secret is a national treasure. We can free the world if she just releases the truth to the world so everyone can get a kung fu grip on the truth. So apparently MOHAP means Michelle Obama has a penis. You learn something new every day. I'm not sure I wanted to know that. That's some funny ass stuff right there. Holy crap. Who knew that? I feel like I've been set up. I feel like I've been set up to get arrested, or like, I'm not going to do any facial reconstructive surgery like Joan Rivers. I might never come back from that. Okay, so MOHAP means Michelle Obama has a penis. Now I know, and I'm actually not ever going to forget. Going back to Rumble. If you have ad blocking extensions on Chrome running, YouTube slows load times and increase CPU. I do not have ad blockers. Usage spikes are causing CPUs. It's a neural processing computer to heat up and computers to bog down. Dump Google products before election. Ginger Ninja, what's up, Ginger? While you've got Twitter open, Ginger Ninja 1776 has 0 followers. If you want to change that, hold on. Shut up, Ginger Ninja. Why do you have 0 followers? That's not fair. You're a good man. Ginger Ninja made Ginger Ninja 1776. follows me. Hold on. Shut the front door, people. Okay, we're going to see what we can translate into real. I've never done this before. And it's only because I know Ginger Ninja. Because, hold on. Let me bring him back out here. Hold on. Ginger Ninja made that chess set right there. I'm not going to move it. Because if I do... he didn't make the chess pieces, but he made the chess board. And it's got 2-inch rails. So the pieces, you can knock them off and keep on the side. Ginger Ninja made that for me. Let's see how fast we can actually affect real-time change. Ginger Ninja. I'm going to do it. Done. Boom, you have 2 followers now. Why do you only have 2 followers? That's impossible. Ouch, as always, Barnes hit the nail on the head. Last time corrupt Southern politicians took mugshots. I love it. All right, Ginger. It's on like Donkey Kong. Now let me just go back here and refresh. He's got not 10. Dude, it's going to happen. By the way, Ginger Ninja, don't get into the follow for follow strategy. It's a bad strategy. Don't follow too many people. Don't follow bad people, and don't interact with bad people. Leave that to me. Ginger Ninja, you're no longer at 1 follower. Godspeed and God bless, good sir. Just because I 18 followers. L'chaim. Okay, now we're gonna bring this out. So I don't know what more we're gonna need to do tonight. I think we've done it. I think it's Joan Rivers was right. Yeah, and then she died. What did she learn? For those who don't know, hold on. Joan Rivers, Michelle Obama. Let me see if I can find this here. Here we go. I got it. Oh my goodness. Dude, for those who don't know this, listen to this.
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trend.
We already have it with Obama. She died 3 months later, by the way, just magically on a table, having pretty standard. There's no such thing as standard facial reconstructive surgery or whatever it is that they do, but she died 3 months later.
Let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trend.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay. She does this.
Miss Rivers, how are you?
So this was in what year? This was in what month? Most people don't know this. September 2023. And let me just see something here. When did she die? Google, when did Joan Rivers die? September 4th. What? Oh, okay, so that was posted way later. Whatever. She said that a few months before she died. Calls out Michelle Obama for being a tranny. There's already been a gay president. It's Obama. Oh, my goodness, I shouldn't even repeat Joan Rivers' words out loud. A minor outpatient procedure. Yep. Shouldn't even repeat Joan Rivers' words. I'm not having any facial reconstructive surgery. I'm not suicidal. I'm not depressed. And I also don't feel the need to reconstruct my body in any unnatural ways. Just push-ups. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. What else do we got here? Let me see here. Starred. Maddow's career. Mary Carroll's not famous. Like a few others. Okay, no, we already got to that. So, do we need to how long do we need to suffer through this evening? Because I don't think it's going to get much more interesting than what we got there. Let me go back to our vivabarneslaw.locals.com community to see the tipped. Bill Brown says, "I stand to urinate," and it's a picture of Michelle Obama with a Ukrainian flag. Okay, Bill, that's truly tasteless. You should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you? Mandalici says these voting machines have to go hand count our votes 1,000%. Here's a wild, radical, racist idea for America. Voter ID, 2 pieces, and paper ballots, period. You don't get to pre-vote, early vote unless you're physically disabled, a veteran, or other other extraneous circumstances as evidenced under an affidavit, period. I was talking with John about this earlier. Like, you think that black people can't find the DMV to get a voter ID card? You're racist. You think that minorities can't get voter IDs? You're racist. You think that minorities don't need a voter ID or an ID card to vote, but they need one to show you their vaccination status to go get a cup of coffee? You're racist. Period. Boopsie. Check Right Side News. Okay, so let's go back to Right Side News and just see what's going on here. Here. I don't know that. Here. I hear them.
You know, someone that they would run me out. They would say, "Why are you here promoting them?" Because that's not what they want over there.
We don't see the numbers.
They want a very socialist, globalist government.
I don't necessarily know that that's fair to say.
I wish
either.
I had a
don't
microphone
know
to
that-
hold. I think
there's
I'd be
a lot
more
of
serious if I
conservative people in Europe. Well, I mean, we're talking about Europe right now, but around the world. And,
all right, so
you know,
not to be. I've just immediately gotten bored because I have a very short attention span. So, who's the big loser and who's the big winner tonight? So DeSantis is not dropping out now. That I think we can probably all agree on. Go to Fox News just to see what the projected results are. DeSantis is not going to drop out. Nikki Haley might. You might see a Nikki Haley joining VP ticket with DeSantis if that's what the donors want, and that would make a lot of sense. Vivek might be wrong for the right reasons. You might not have DeSantis joining Haley's ticket as VP. You might have the donors saying, okay, look, if the plan is to have, what am I listening to? If the plan is to have a deep state asset in there, and DeSantis is sufficiently deep state asset that he'd be VP to Haley, well, he's more popular, and it might be even the better selling ticket. So that Vivek might end up being wrong for the right reasons, but sufficiently close to the truth or sufficiently accurate in his prediction. Republican president candidate Ron DeSantis, right, takes the microphone after being introduced. Okay, we don't have the results. So what are the results as we currently have them? Iowa results here. Stop screen and bring it up, and then I'm going to go back to the chat for a bit here. 53% Donald Trump, 20% DeSantis, 18.2% Haley, and 7.6% Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how much more exciting it's going to get than that. It was a non-contest. You mentioned, I say it's not to be mean, and there's no but. It's to highlight the absolute lack of attachment to reality. I guess we could say detachment from reality. Oh my goodness, people, we're going to watch my Gonzalo Lira vlog. We'll take 13 minutes to watch it live now because YouTube is fucking suppressing that thing like it's. I'm not saying I'm not one of these like, oh, YouTube's suppressing it. The first time I uploaded my Gonzalo Lira vlog, it was demonetized to YouTube, and then I uploaded a second time, 4,500 views. I don't give a sweet bugger all. And admittedly, the title was bad the first time, and I changed it for the second time. Gonzalo Lira was murdered. We're gonna watch that vlog, and I'll put myself in the corner, and we'll talk about that in real time. That's it. Here, boom shakalaka. Biden's DOJ sues SpaceX for not hiring refugees for secret rocket, and Greta Thunberg drinks from plastic bottles. Dude, there's no end to it. There's no end to the hypocrisy. There's no end to this. Biden is suing Texas for trying to enforce immigration laws that the Biden administration say are of the sole jurisdiction of the federal government that's not enforcing them. What the fuck? I mean, it's a criminal, treasonous government, period. Excuse me. Sliding edge. Strong versus effective. Who's your 3-team pick? See example, Donald Trump, president, Kari Lake, VP, Kayleigh McEnany, press secretary. Now you go. My team would be strong-willed, but would be very effective at polarizing. Dude, I've got the winning trio, but now people are going to say I'm going to be a misogynist because there's no women in my trio. I obviously can't make a different pick than Trump, president, Vivek, VP, and I'm not joking. Tucker Carlson or Alex Jones, press secretary. Bam. That's it. Boogity bam. Is there I mean, okay, so look, if I have to throw in the identity politics, I would say Trump president, Tulsi Gabbard or Carrie Lake VP, and Alex Jones or Tucker Carlson press secretary. And Vivek Ramaswamy, I don't know what position to be. What position would you need to be in to fire the CIA and the FBI, to disband them? What would you, that would be, but if I had to go along the lines of this bullshit, you know, you have to worry about demographics, I would say Trump president, Carrie Lake and or Tulsi Gabbard VP, and Tucker Carlson and or Alex Jones press secretary. But my realistic holy dream team trinity would be Trump, Vivek VP, and Tucker Carlson press secretary. Alex Jones, I don't think wants it, but my goodness, would that be good? No, Tucker Carlson, that would be it. I hope you enjoyed that prediction. Okay, now we need to go back to Rumble. I see Ginger Ninja back in the house. Hold on one second. I love this. The internet is amazing. The level of interaction, multitasking. I feel like sort of like Tom Cruise from Minority Report, except I just have one screen up. Ginger Ninja says, in general, I like Rubben, but if he comes away with this thinking the machine is the reason Trump is winning, he is a moron. We, the people, are the reason he's winning. I'll say let him. He will need to not save face. He'll need to digest it and internalize it. I like Rubben, and it's a full stop. He's been one of the more sincere, more rational DeSantis supporters. Will Chamberlain was the other one. The ones who have been like just irrational, incredulous, is that the word? Dace, Hart, Cardillo, Raboy, whatever his name is, they have been lacking credibility in terms of their support. But that's it. Finboy Slick says, you don't need facial reconstructive surgery. I say mullet reconstructive haircut would be plenty. I don't know, man. Hold on a second. Finboy, look at my face, my bags. First of all, I've been picking right here. Just like, it's so annoying. It's like, oh, I want to pick it off. Little ingrown hair. This wrinkle right here. I'm not touching my body, by the way, just so you know. This, if I had to, that wrinkle there is a little grimace. Look how distinct that grimace of anger is. And then the bags under my eyes. I look tired. Do I look tired? Do I look older? I'm 40. I'm going to be 45 in May. I've always not taken pride, but been secretly happy that I think I look relatively young. Like when I drive my kid with her friends, they say, how old are you? And I say, like, I'm her dad and I'm 45. I'm like, oh my God, you look new. But I feel like I'm getting old. But I'm also not particularly nice to myself. Okay, Vivek for Attorney General, clean house Attorney General. I don't know. I don't know. I think specifically Ghost Crusaders. I don't know that Vivek, Attorney General, I think has to have some experience as an attorney. Oh my God, scrap it. Forget it. I just got my holy dream team. Trump, President, Vivek, VP, Barnes, Attorney General. Done. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the dream team of American saving America. Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. Hold on one second. Did we get a new member here? Add to screen. Dude, we got a new member. I can't read black on red. It says Conway 64.99 is now a monthly supporter. Thank you, Conway. Okay, but here's what we're going to do. Let me bring this back out. And if you don't mind watching my vlog while I go and maybe add a libation to a glass that I should have had earlier. Let me stop screen. Let me do this. Let me go here. And we can watch. It won't be a premiere because I've already published it, but I think we need to watch it because it's pissing me off. The fact he's dead. He's dead. And I've been sitting here like waiting to hear the news that, oh, it's fake news. He's not dead. He's dead. No, it's still encoding. Okay, so we're gonna watch it on YouTube, and this is not to. I don't know why it's taken a long time to process on Rumble, but I want to watch it. I'm live now? Holy crab apples. I'm joking. I can see myself on. So let me bring this up. I'm going to play it. We can watch it, and I'll give you the link. It'll be on Rumble. It's already on vivabarneslaw.locals.com. And it's not a tragedy. It's a fucking outrage. Like, this is extrajudicial assassinations, but using a hitman instead. Yeah. I'm getting a good ad on it. Okay, skip.
I have been waiting a few days to do this video because in as much as I've read the reports and seen journalists
I'll be back in a
online make
second.
the news, I was reluctant to believe it. I needed some form of more official confirmation, but it seems like it's now definitive fact confirmed by the State Department that Gonzalo Lira has died or been murdered in a Ukrainian prison. For those of you who don't know who Gonzalo Lira is, known as Coach Red Pill, has been the object of multiple hit pieces online. I actually went back to a vlog I did. It's going to be 2 years ago in April. The first time Gonzalo Lira was allegedly arrested by the SBU, the Ukrainian police. He was arrested, detained. There were people on the internet saying it was fake, it was disinformation, it was a publicity stunt. For those of you who don't know, Gonzalo Lira always said if he goes dark for more than 12 hours, he's been detained.
So I want you guys to know that if ever you don't hear from me for 12 hours,
tell me if you want me to stop
during this conflict, if it's 12 hours or more, assume that I've been picked up by the SBU.
If anybody goes to his Twitter feed, the pinned tweet on his Twitter feed has a list of names and says that if he goes missing for longer than a certain period of time and is not heard from, again, add him to the list. And it looks like his name has been added to the list because Gonzalo Lira Sr., Gonzalo Lira's father, was just on Tucker Carlson talking about the fact that his son has been arrested in Ukraine, detained for I don't know how long.
This that is happening to my son is a victim of this Biden government and his relation with that puppet Zelensky.
Can you?
Zelensky is a man.
Hold on a second. I do want to stop here. This is an 80-year-old man whose son has now been killed by a regime. And like, when I was a kid, and you think like as you get older, your senses dullen. Like, you know, you for whatever the reason as a kid, you think adults don't feel pain as much. You think they don't feel sadness as much. You think like when one of their friends dies, it's not as upsetting because they're old. You know, like that's what happens. You get old and your friends die. What do you want? You think somehow that suffering gets quelled with age. And this is an 81-year-old man or an 80-year-old man now who, if he ever gets his son's body back and he's ever able to look at his son's body, he's going to have to bury his son. And look at this is torture in his face.
That has made opponents, political opponents, disappear. Gonzalo published 2 years ago a list, I think it was 12 or 13 individuals that had disappeared. They were tortured and then, killed. And Gonzalo said, if I'm off the air for more than 24 hours, add me on the list. He's a brave man, telling the truth all along. From day one, he predicted what would happen.
Gonzalo Lira, Argentinian but American, raised in Argentina, an American citizen, detained in Ukraine, arrested. I'm not sure of what the charges were.
As you can see in the indictment that I posted on Twitter, all of the pages are there. You can read it for yourself in Ukrainian and in English.
I remember
the charges against me are just because of my opinion.
I remember at one point in time thinking Gonzalo Lira was lying about having been detained by the SBU. I remember that. So you get so cynical, you begin to impart the cynicism on the truth
about this conflict.
He's a journalist, although some people don't want to call him a journalist, as if the fact that you might not consider him a journalist somehow justifies him being arrested by the Ukrainian police or the SBU. Arguably, but not arguably, arrested because of his critical position, critical reporting of Ukrainian authorities and Zelensky in particular. I did a vlog a while back. It refreshed my memory as to what the situation was nearly 2 years ago. I'll flash you some highlights there.
Viva Frei, Montreal litigator turned YouTuber, and this is Winnie the Westie. And not good news, and sometimes it feels like the world is a really dark place.
I'll stop. I'll give everybody the link. You can watch it. We don't need to watch it for the 10 minutes. I'll keep it in the backdrop just in case. But I was going to have Gonzalo on the channel at one point. The channel. I was going to do an interview with Gonzalo, and we were in discussion. We're not in discussion. We were in communication, and I say, and at the time I didn't know who he was, And this guy says, look, I'm in Ukraine. It's dangerous. And I'm looking it up. It's like, I'm such a bloody, neurotic, fearful individual. It's like, I don't want to interview this guy, ask him a question that somehow he answers and reveals his location, and I don't want his detainment to be on my soul. It's like, okay, no, maybe we're better off not doing this. It's like not my wheelhouse, and I don't want to be responsible for you getting outed, found out, located, and detained. And that was it. Well, it just happens anyhow. It's a sign of the world that we live in that a press secretary has become more important than it should be. Vivek for Attorney General. And so bottom line, Gonzalo Lira was apparently attempting to flee, and I forget the country. I want to say Romania, but I'm not sure. Chat. Let me go back to vivabarneslaw.locals.com. Where was he trying to get to? I forget where he was trying to get to. Gets detained, 7 months, whatever, and dead. Oh, they didn't kill him though. You know, it's like Otto Warmbier. They didn't kill him. He just fell and hit his head, and then they send a vegetable back to the parents. Do you know the story of Otto Warmbier being sent Hungary? Thank you very much. It was Hungary. It wasn't Romania. Boopsie. It was Hungary. You know the story of how they sent a vegetative Otto Warmbier back to his parents? They knew he was going to die any day. They send a vegetative Otto Warmbier screaming in his sleep, can't speak, can't make sentences, just like random noises of nothing. Send him back so he dies with his parents. Yes, it's dark and upsetting. And then you think like, oh, this is like, everyone always says Gonzalo Lira, be safe. I'm like, oh, it's never going to happen. Like, it doesn't happen. This is modern era. This is the age of the internet. They don't just pick people up and fucking disappear them. Oh, I'm sorry, they do. Okay, on Viva Barnes Law, Spuds says Carson is far too old and soft-spoken. It will be someone younger to keep MAGA millennial movement going. Byron Donalds. Yeah, I could see Byron Donalds. Wesley Hunt. Anna Paulina Luna. That's a good one. I still say it's Vivek, guaranteed, for the same reasons. Jeanette Victoria, just an FYI. I also got sick when I was in a Kyiv prison. They aren't heated or poorly heated. What's the safe word? I believe it's where is Tiffany Dover? Bill Brown? POTUS Trump Nunes VP. Not going to happen, but Vivek GOP chair, Mr. Entry required. It's not bad. It's not bad. Nunes, I don't think Nunes wants to go back to politics ever. I think Nunes is very happy in private industry and very happy being more productive in private industry. If I can offer whatever mild observational insights I have. I've met Devin. Dude's fucking cool. Like, the funny thing is, first of all, everybody's bigger than I think they're going to be. Like, Nunes towers over me. And he's genuinely like sweet, nice, soft-spoken. I don't think he wants to go back to that shithole of politics. So no, I think Nunes is going to stay in private industry with truth. I think he feels he's more productive there, and I think most people should. So I don't think it's going to be Nunes. Viva, not everyone cares about identity politics. It's bullshit. Stop feeding into this mighty pitch. No, I agree. But I also like harping on it to illustrate the absurdity of it. But I agree. Mandalici says carbon monoxide is the life of the earth. Trees need carbon, and we need trees for oxygen. Make it make sense. No, we're gonna kill. Make it make sense, Mandalici. They want to make us kill cows that feed the 6-8 billion people on Earth because they emit too much methane and it's bad for the 8 billion people. So they're gonna kill the food because the gas emitted by the food is bad for the people who eat the food. Yeah, there's no making it make sense. Population reduction. That's making it make sense. The Real Snuggles, $5, says, I am an Iowa voter, and Haley won both precincts at my caucus site, and there were a lot of Dems registering as Republican. The Real Snuggles, I looked into that today. Democrats could register to vote tonight. It said you needed to register as a Republican, but you could be, you didn't have to be a lifelong Republican. You could have been an independent or a Democrat re-registering as a Republican to vote. And the fact that that's true of Nikki Haley tells you all you need to know. They got the effing MSN defending her or propping her up. Yeah. Iowa Caucus. Hold on, let's just see what we got here. Right side. Let's see what right side broadcasting news is
Looking
up to.
over at our
Haley
Live.
sitting around 19%. They have been going back and forth
All right.
all night long for second and third place. But President Trump doing very well in Iowa tonight. I think better than the polls showed him and what was
Everybody,
expected.
I'm just going to send a tweet to somebody. Hold on. I won.
Brian Glenn and Christina Bobb are in the Trump war room. They have been in the back with the Trump campaign as the results came in, interviewing Eric Trump, who is here. Kimberly
fancy
Guilfoyle.
gin?
I know Don Jr. is here as well. And I've been on this
They've
side
gotta be
of the room.
Can you imagine? Like, it's relishing in someone's misery is one thing, but enjoying someone's victory is another. It's like the good Schadenfreude. That's got to feel fucking vindicating for Team Trump. Imagine the shit that they've been putting up with. The onslaught of propaganda, lawfare, smear campaigns, the dirtiest shit on the planet. And they come out with a decisive smack you down. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought you were going to win in Iowa? Oh, I saw Republicans against Trump on Twitter tweeting out a video suggesting that Trump was walking funny because he pooped his pants. Like, they think Trump is what Biden is. It's an amazing thing. What was I just supposed? I was trying to look up. Hold on. I'm going to let everyone's going to partake in. Let's see here. Expensive gin. That's too much. Ooh, Black Thistle. That's American? That's too much. Jesus, what? I didn't know there was such expensive gins. What the heck's going on here, man? I don't want the world's most... let's say $150. Done. Here we go. Boom. I'm going to send this to... let's send that to John. I won here. We'll split it. I'm gonna be gracious. We'll split it. Split it. Boom. Sorry, I just tweeted at John Burke. I like him. I don't. Everyone should not be irreparably taken aback by his abrasive humor. But I just tweeted out, I won, and we can split the bottle. But I'll take this one. I've never tasted it before. I know I've never had a bottle of gin that cost more than $100. All right, let's go to Viva Barnes Law, see what's going on there. Okay, P. Hance says, when you are done on locals, Viva would love to join you. Oh, when you are done on locals, Viva would love you to join Joe for a chat on the vote today. P. Hans. See if I can do that. I got to go to bed sooner than later. And we got Spuds says, Carlson is, okay, no, we got that. Okay, now let's go to the non-tipped chat. Go Baker Mayfield. Oh, this is football. I don't know what that is. Check with Nick when it comes to liquors, says Paracleric. No, Nick is big on the scotch. I'm good on the scotch. I can name you everything, but 10 gin from Tanqueray. No, I'm not. Oh, 10 gin. That's from RP McMurphy. And we got Love Kid says, and shouldn't Barris drop by here? Well, hold on one second. No, forget that. Everyone should just go over to Barris afterwards. Is Barris still live right now? Hold on, let me see here. I'm going to go to YouTube. And I think Barris is going to get some serious freaking vindication tonight. People's Pundit. Are they live? They are. That was 4 weeks ago. Live. God, I hate what YouTube's done to their... Streamed 8 hours ago. No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't find them. Okay, let me see what we got here. Okay. People, it's been an hour and a half. I don't think we need it. We're gonna. Hold on. Viva Barnes Law. I know Barnes posted the link, so I see mine here. Live with People's Pundit. Are they still live now? Join the stream. Oh, they're on Locals. Okay, so I guess you have to subscribe to them on Locals. They're live on Locals, so they're live. I might try to pop in with Joe Neerman. Good logic. That's it. I mean, hopefully this will be the beginning of the healing. Enough with this bullshit. So I got a friend here who says they couldn't gaslight us and say Haley beat Trump. Nikki Haley is beating Ron DeSantis in the polls, but that's from Tim Pool. That's from That's from 8:50. So that's from an hour and a half ago. So we're going to see who's fighting for second. It's Haley and DeSantis for second. We knew that. It would have been one hell of a surprise and one hell of a upset if Vivek had taken second or third. It doesn't matter. Between Vivek and Trump, they got 2/3 of the GOP in Iowa. May this be the beginning of the healing, okay? All right, now let me go to the live chat in YouTube. And I'm going to be live tomorrow, by the way, guys. So stay tuned for that. Wednesday, I'm going to be on with the unusual suspects, putting back on blast that arrest of David Menzies. Do we want to continue going back to... oh, no, we don't. I already took... Oh, Gonzalo Lira here. Let's go back to watch that for a few minutes. Gonzalo Lira, journalist. Yeah, let's watch this. By the way, this is me. Like, this is 2 years ago. This is what I looked like. I know exactly where I was at this point in time.
A journalist known as Gonzalo Lira, or otherwise known as Coach Red Pill, who has been reporting live from Ukraine. He's gone missing, apparently. And it's not just that a journalist has gone missing while reporting in Ukraine. It's that a lot of people and a lot of so-called journalists on social media seem to be rejoicing in this fact.
If ever you don't hear from me for 12 hours during this conflict, if it's 12 hours or more,
hold on a second.
Assume that I've been picked up.
Hold on. Oh, you think you're going to get away with that, Dave Incognito? How can anyone listen to this clown? He has turbo ADHD. First of all, you have 2 typos in that insult. And second of all, how dare you judge me for my mental conditions? I'm not blocked. I'm joking. But yeah, no.
By the SBU.
Okay.
And assume that the people most responsible are the Daily Beast.
This is what people forgot, by the way.
Who deliberately lied about me, claiming that I'm not in Kharkov, admitted to the fact that people are looking for me and want to get a hold of me in the very hit piece that they wrote, and that they contacted the Ukrainian government to make them aware that I'm in Kharkov, make them aware of my significance, make them aware so they can send some SBU goons to get me. Understand what the Daily Beast has done. And when I said, in the title of this, that the Daily...
Please. Can you imagine what it must feel like knowing, like you're saying it, everybody out there is watching and saying you're being dramatic, you're exaggerating, and they get you and they kill you. And then what are you? You're a statistic, you're a martyr. Everyone's like, oh, thoughts and prayers. They did it. They got him, and they killed him, and we financed it. And I say we because it's our tax dollars. Whether or not I was paying them in Canada or the States, we financed it. Finance every aspect of the Ukrainian government. How many times does Gonzalo Lira have to get locked up before reporting Ukraine troop positions? How many times does Gonzalo Lira have to get locked up for reporting Ukraine troop positions and publishing any propaganda before he gets locked up for years? That's amazing. I don't actually think he don't think he did that. But now we're at the point where we lock up journalists, okay, or lock up traitors and kill them. Do not just lock them up, kill them. Watch Roseanne Barr on her podcast with Vivek. It's pronounced Vivek. Not Vivek, it's Vivek. I personally don't have much faith in him, as Viva does. Teepaw, I think people's skepticism of Vivek is unwarranted and I dare say almost irrational. Everybody, I'm not going to finish my vlog. I'm going to close that window. Go check it out here. Watch it. Link to vlog. Share away. Because YouTube is sure as hell not going to do that. Now, what I'm going to do here before we end up for the night is go back to the Caucus. Viva Caucus. Heavy One says, I had 6 kids in a row. Then we had 2 stillborn girls in a row. Losing a kid is devastating. Can't imagine losing a full-grown son. I've known people, I'm not distant, like immediate. Not my wife, and I don't want anyone to think I'm like, what's the word? Not my wife, just immediate. First best friends, first cousins who've had stillbirths, not miscarriages, delivering a fully developed baby that's not alive. And I can hardly think of anything more traumatizing than that. And I've also had family members who've lost a kid. And I won't talk about it, but, losing a kid where the lie of pretending the kid, has suffered an accident as opposed to the truth of what happened to the kid is the lie that people have to live with just so that the misery is dull enough to live with and not so severe to succumb to. Everybody knew the truth. Nobody died of an accident. It was something more violent and more egregious. But you have to live with that lie because it's the only way to continue living. I don't know how people continue to live with that misery. Now you got Gonzalo Lira Sr., who's, if he's lucky enough to get his son's body back from that hellhole, is going to have to bury him. Heavy One is now a monthly supporter. Heavy One, welcome to the channel. Slidey Pie, how is your butt pain? Maybe you have had piriformis syndrome, which causes pain in the butt and presses the sciatic nerve. It's actually been better. I've been jogging in the morning less, and I've been jogging on a treadmill more over the holidays, and I found that it's gotten better. Cindy Banks, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. So it's gotten better. Miscarriages drove my ex crazy and destroyed our relationship. She couldn't get over it. It's for anybody who's experienced it. It's not. The White House has admitted Gonzo is dead. Yes, I was looking for a formal print recognition by the State Department, and I didn't see one. The one I did see didn't mention him by name, but it's pretty clear that that's what they're talking about. Why was Chris Christie on the ballot? I've got a joke that I can't make because I don't make fun of. That's not the type of humor that I make. But there's an obvious joke in there. I can't do it. How do I get out of the window? Hold on. What's my problem here? Oh, because I'm on Rumble. So hold on. Let's just do this. We're going to probably end this in 2 seconds here anyhow. Conway's back in the house. Okay, fine. In general equipment. So we've got to this. Okay, everybody. I don't know who's live doing this now. It's 10:41. I should go to bed. I got to wake up early for the kids, and this has been fun. I'm just going to double check to make sure that there's final results. Google Ohio, not Ohio, because we're in Iowa, results. Okay, so it's 51% for Trump, 21% for DeSantis, 19% for Haley, rounding up and rounding down, 7.7 for Vivek. That's a good night. It's a good night for Vivek, and I won't repeat it again, but Vivek and Trump have more than Haley and DeSantis. So that should tell you who your dream teams are. Everybody, hold on, I'm gonna remove this. Let me just I'm gonna do the locals after party exclusively now and just get to the chat here and see what's going on in locals. Locals! Viva, go with happy thoughts, says Power Cleric. I got to walk the dogs. I got to put pants on if I do that. I'm not wearing pants right now. I'm in my underwear. My Tommy John underwear, who still has not sponsored the channel. I don't know something they're going. But I got to go walk the dogs. I got to go squeeze up. She pooped in her bed. Look at this. You tell me if you can. We're going to play a game. She's crazy. And not that if you don't want to see it, too bad, you're going to see it, because this is my life. The amount of time I spend cleaning up poop. So Pudge, for whatever the reason, she's got a mental disorder. She takes shoes into her bed so that she can smell us while she sleeps. She's got a skin tag. That's the thing you see on her fur. And if you look by her butt, that's poop, because she's pooped in her bed. Oh, shoot. She's looking at me. She knows I'm talking about her. So I got to go walk Pudge. I got to go walk Winston. Please clap for Chris Christie. And now where's Winston? Hold on. I'll get you Winston. Winston. Oh, yeah, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Here you get over here. All right. Winston has to say something. Why the hell did you wake me? I was sleeping. Oh. He sleeps on our bed, and I heard something fall off the bed last night, but it just happened to be the book that I was reading the kid before going to bed, and I thought it was Winston. I thought Winston had just died. I'm gonna pick the little cussies out of his eye. There you go. Okay, dude, I'm not reading that one. Hal 9000. I'm not reading that. Oh, Pudge, baby, Winston, both. Okay, here you go. Now Winston. I think I've told everybody this. He suffers from His testicles never descended. They're in there, up there somewhere. I've never felt them. And they say, you better have them removed because it increases the likelihood for testicular cancer. I'm like, you're going to cut his balls off if he gets testicular cancer anyhow. Why would I cut his balls off before? Like, go in for that surgery. Whatever it is, it's called cryocryptism or whatever. His balls have never descended. So blind from birth, skin allergies, and testicles never descended. Unlike his daddy. Not blind from birth, no allergies, and my goodness, my same as Moab. Well, that's funny. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Hold on. Down he goes. So, said I was going to go back to Viva Barnes Law. Okay, so we got 47,000 votes in. It's a done deal for the night. The only question is there going to be some surprise for second and third place? Vivek did well. Who the hell is Ryan Binkley? So who put that up there? Lesson, who the hell is Ryan Binkley? I've never felt them, says Love Kid. No, and now we got Paracleric pouring bleach in Homer Simpson's eyes. 51%. Is that a record? Good question, Boopsy. I think that is a record. What was the biggest Iowa primary victory? I thought it was 20%. Okay, hold on. Who won the last 20 years of Iowa caucuses? Caucuses. Holy shit! This is actually massive. The Iowa. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Democrat caucus. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Never mind. I'm not going to make a mistake in real time for no good reason. I'll look at that afterwards. What do we got here in VivaBarnesLaw.locals.com? Caucus, not primary. You're right, Todd Planbeck. I'm going to look at it later. I don't want to make a mistake. Trump is behind in every county in Iowa. M. Burns. I don't know what Binkley still got 2 votes. He and his wife. No idea. That's from Barris, says Lefson. Okay, we got that. Yes, it's a record, says S. Laird 456, who is always consistent. You got a gorgeous kitty here, says, holy crab apples. Jeanette Victoria, that is a gorgeous kitty. We got F. Sterling 91, says, someone gave DeSantis a participation trophy. I put out I reply, I don't think that's funny. I think the second you have Jimmy Kimmel saying that's funny, you know that you're not funny. You know that you've done something bad. So I don't find it funny. DeSantis could have handled it better, which he didn't, but that's part of his problem. Yeah, that's it. What's wrong with you, Viva? Did you just palpate his unmentionables? Says Lily9735FR. Mind your own business, Lily. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. They're not there, so there's nothing there to palpate, but I certainly was looking for them, hoping they'd descend. He's 3.5 years old. Eventually, they're going to descend. I'm joking. TOS Forever says, I hope that someday live streams can go back to what they were in 2019 till the overprotection began. Oh, in terms of like unrestrained stuff. Okay, no, we're gonna end it now. We're gonna end it for sure. We're gonna end it everywhere. Everybody. Okay, I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know. Something's gonna happen between now and tomorrow to talk about. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a guest. Or maybe I'll get my brother on. Oh, we got some Canadian stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna see if I can get. Did it again. See if I can get some people on. Let me make sure that I haven't missed anything in Rumble. We're good on Rumble. I'm going to say, let's end this. Go check out VivaBarnesLaw.locals.com. Now I'm watching. Hold on. We're going to end by giving an ad to an ad. Click the link below. Tax Network USA. That is the guy. What's his name? Go.
Your property. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax firm, can help protect your income and assets today while quickly settling your tax debt. But you have to act now while you still have options. Call Tax Network USA today.
Kevin Sorrell, thank you. Okay, it's Kevin Sorrell. Now, how do I close that? Stop. Oh, that's funny. I was actually seeing it. Kevin Sorrell. Okay, what we're gonna do now? Screw ads. Kevin Sorbo, everyone in locals got it. So everybody, it's been fun enjoying this evening with you. Maybe I'll save the bottle of gin for our next meetup in Vegas for Barnes' 50th. Who knows? That's it. Uneventful. They said it was going to... The DeSantis team that said he was going to win, they'll be happy with second, but 30% differential. 30% off. So... It's a discount. It's promo code DeSantis for 30% off your Iowa primary. I'm saying this with love because I love everybody except Nikki Haley. She's Hillary Clinton for the Republicans. In fact, she might even be worse than Hillary Clinton in general. I don't know. Okay, M-Ball says go on the Good Logic. I'm going to try to get on Good Logic, see if I can do that for 20 minutes. Everybody go. Enjoy the evening. Thank you all for being here. But hold on. Cheryl Gage, it's the sign of the world that we live in. No, I've already read that. Okay, go and be well and enjoy the evening. Enjoy the victory. And I will not rub it in anybody's face. Start fucking making amends, people. I'm not talking to anybody watching now because I know that we will make amends with everybody, except for those goddamn doctors on Twitter who are calling everyone anti-vaxxers. There will be no amends made with them. There will only be fights picked with them, and I will do it. I will do it for you, and I will not stop doing it. I mute once I've done it. I'll fight for a little bit. Go. Enjoy the night. I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. VivaBarnesLaw.locals.com, where everyone is above average. Viva Frei on Rumble. Viva Frei on Twitter. And New Hampshire's not going to be much different than Iowa, people. So start getting your ducks in order. Start, making amends and start understanding where the fight is to be fought. With that said, peace.